So, about 4 years ago, I made a decision that kind of changed how the world perceived me. It changed my dating life. It made me more charismatic in quite an effortless way. And because listen, man, I feel like, especially growing up as a man, becoming a man, right? We still have this drift for life. We have this little boy inside of us that is just curious about the world.
Shut up.
And has this certain energy for life that cannot be emulated. But then slowly life happens. Before you know it, you have this job that kind of drains your soul, that provides you with this routine that makes it so that exploring life doesn't really need to happen anymore. You have this comfort now. Before you know it, you're pinned down in a location with a mortgage, and things can go very fast suddenly, and you lose that playful energy towards life. And about 5 years ago, still in my early 20s, I had chosen to go in the path that my parents, in a very loving way, wanted me to go, which is to finish my studies in international business, get a great job, and climb the corporate ladder, which I probably would have done a decent job at. But at some point, the pain was too much. I always wanted freedom. I wanted to do something for myself. So even though this plan was laid out for me, I started looking a little bit around for things that I loved, which was a very long journey in itself. But eventually I realized, man, I love self-improvement. At this age, I love the fact that I can mold myself to become better in all these different ways. So I started coaching for $10 an hour. I started coaching men online. And in that very first session, I still remember that playful energy that I didn't feel for a few years now, doing all these jobs and finishing my studies, came back again. And I felt this joy and this energy, this drift for life. You bring it everywhere you go. Even when you're not talking to people, you have this young, curious, explorative energy in you. And I'm sure every man has this, right? It's just the question, when in your life do you say goodbye to it? In that moment I said, I don't give a fuck if I'll be broke the next few years, as long as I can feel this way. That I can help other men with self-improvement, which at the time was the thing that I loved. I don't give a shit. I believe that this is what life is about. And so indeed, I was broke. I finished my studies. I had 2 years of trying to make coaching happen. So I was doing all these jobs. I was doing a lot of hospitality, hosting weddings, moving furniture in lavish homes, ironically. And I didn't mind. That felt better than me going down this long avenue of doing something I don't want to do, and knowing that I'll lose my soul, that slowly that playful, curious energy will be lost. And so here's the problem, here's the thing, here's the reason why I'm making this video. Every man currently seems to be focused on like looks maxing, going to the gym. We're changing the outer layer while you're not even looking at, are you making your money doing what you genuinely love? Because if you do, I'm telling you, you'll have this energy, this drift towards life that is so magnetic. Something changes, man. It's like you get rid of this chain and life becomes a video game again. Like back in the days when you would wake up and you're playing RuneScape, MapleStory, League of Legends, whatever it is what you were playing, and you have this day ahead of you where you can discover this world and level up. That's literally how life will feel if you start doing the thing that you want to do. If you escape that old way of making work a transaction, as if, yeah, that's just work, right? You gotta pay the bills, right? Yes, you gotta pay the bills, but find a way to pay the bills doing what you love. And I swear to God, like my dating life completely changed. Because not only do you bring this energy, this drift towards life, but also when they learn who you are, because as a man, you are connected to your work, right? Your work defines you in many ways. When they ask about what you do and you light up and you're talking about how you're changing people's lives, or you have this online brand, or you're doing something cool, probably, right? Because you're doing what you want, and you explaining it with that drift for life makes it sound even more cool, right? Because if you think about it, not a lot of men have the courage to make what feels like play to them their income. And if you do, and you very well can in this internet age where we have access to everything, you'll become more magnetic, more charismatic than you could ever be changing your jawline, going to the gym, doing any of this shit everybody is focusing on. Like, you have two decisions. You either conform in some way to the world around you, whether it be what your parents wanted you to do, or what a video on YouTube said is the new hot business model, whatever it is, right? You conform to the external world, or you go with the path within you. And it sounds cliche, I know, but you go along with what your soul wants to do. That little boy inside you wants to play around and go after something. And if you do that, it quite literally keeps you young. I'm at the end of my 20s. I feel like I'm 18 years old, man, and I'm planning to stay that way. You watching this video, you are a freedom-chasing man, right? A truth-seeking man. In that case, you got this timeline where usually guys, they first try the job life, then they say, nah, it doesn't work. Maybe they go freelancing, right? You realize you're still working for your clients now, and then eventually you'll start a business. Eventually you start a business because you realize that's the only way you'll be truly free, and for that reason you can decide exactly what your work is and what you do. So eventually you're gonna start a business, and my hope is that you just shorten that painful road, because if you stay there too long, the comfort might get you, and you'll go into this autopilot dream life where you'll wake up when you're 70 years old realizing the things that you've missed, the things that you haven't tried, haven't done. And right now you might think, oh, it's not that deep, but when you get older, man, I think you're gonna realize it's that deep. You either conform with the world or you conform with your soul, man. And I hope you join us in the second. And if you do, you're gonna start an online business, an online presence, or you're already doing that, then join the community, man. We're doing that together. International network of high-level, ambitious online entrepreneurs. Join us there and steal all my resources that I put in there for free. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.